flames crack through the crust. This ain't luck, he moves charts, we move trust. Red-coated villain in the glitchy dark, whispers trades with the hunter's spark. Two forces clash at the candle gate. Owl goes twitch, it's too late. Maker strikes, the wick turns red. But we ain't done, not yet dead. Markets after dark, we go out on the charts. Moon gods rising with that glow in their hearts. Sharp prime signal, breaking the dark. Victory candles leave a permanent mark. Markets after dark. Markets after dark. They rise, candles sleep beneath the stone. Moon god stirs, power unknown. Teal flames crack through the crust. This ain't luck, he moves charts, we move trust. Red-coated villain in the glitchy dark, whispers trades with the hunter's spark. Two forces clash at the candle gate. Owl goes twitch, it's too late. Maker strikes, the wick turns red. But we ain't done, not yet dead. Markets after dark, we go mad on the charts. Moon gods rising with that glow in their hearts. Sharp prime signal, breaking the dark. Victory candles leave a permanent mark. Markets after dark. Markets after dark. Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, let's shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, live financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts right here on the Piper Academy Network, Sunday through Thursday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted by yours truly, Lunar Beaches Crypto, LBC. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a fantastic day. It was a pretty rather boring day in the markets and the news. Nothing really happened. Seems like the market is just kind of sitting back and waiting on all this tariff stuff. Their narrative is back right on time. Right on time. Now, we'll get into the charts. You guys know the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. Is that original ABC back in play? It's possible. But we shall see. We'll go over the charts. We'll see. We'll try to make some predictions. Got a 50-50 shot on whether or not they play out, bullish or bearish. So, yeah, there you go. Can't stick around way past my bedtime. Just showing my support and hitting that like. Thank you, username. I appreciate you for stopping by and hitting that like. Go get you some rest, my friend. But yeah, I do appreciate you for being here, showing up, and supporting the Piper Academy and myself. But thank you for stopping by, username. But yeah, so tariffs back in the news. Of course, Trump to send out letters. I think we already got some letters. You know, I think a lot of people don't understand what a trade deficit is. And unfortunately, that includes our president in the US. Or maybe I'm missing something. You tell me. But complaining about a trade deficit is like buying a lawnmower from Home Depot and then turning around and demanding that they buy something back from you. So let's just say some random island has these bananas. Island. This random country has like bananas. We want their bananas. Okay? They don't have to want anything of ours. We could just go to them like their Home Depot or like they're the grocery store and just get us some bananas. And now, technically, I am in a trade deficit with that country because I bought bananas and they didn't buy anything back from me. There's nothing inherently wrong with a trade deficit. Now, is the balance of trade is what matters. So you might have a deficit here, but what if you? But the thing is, we are a consumer economy. We consume other people's stuff. It's what we do. They make it cheaper so that we can have more. They make it cheaper because they got to drive the price down so that we buy more. Or because the demand is so high, they got to find cheaper ways to make stuff. Why do you think stuff doesn't last these days? It's not because it's not made with American steel. Steel is steel. People are like, well, that's just worse steel. No, I mean, maybe, but that's the price you pay to have lower consumer prices. But what has happened? Maybe I should just maybe we should just watch this video. I found a guy that I have started watching because he connects with me a lot. Because he's like ADHD and also autistic, clinically diagnosed. So I've been watching a lot of his stuff to try and see how many similarities there are between him and me, and fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, there's a lot. Holy crap, my son has been watching so... I gotta get... Why is... There's too much stuff on here, man. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Where's the private equity one? Oh my goodness. Dinosaurs, toys, cars, monster trucks, Blippi. Oh man. See, the thing is, you know, he'll watch something for 5 seconds and then flip it, but it shows up in my history. Ah, here it is. The short. Share. Copy link. This might have should have saved this for Wildcard Wednesday, but we're in it now. We are in it now. Okay. It's only grade F steel. Yeah. Well, we can get into it. But anyways, before I bring that video up, let's bring up the Madhouse. What's going on, everybody? Hope you are doing well. Let's see. Alexandra GGGGG, the mod boss, the mod queen, the mod guide herself. Thank you for posting that Discord link in the chat. Don't forget to join the Piper Academy Discord. Join by joining the YouTube membership. Hit that join button down below. It's $5 a month. You get all kinds of stuff. I'm sure it explains it itself. Harp, what's going on, brother? Thank you for being here. Throwing the metal horns up. Maybe a bandage. What's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well. All set. Hello. Oh man. By the way, I need to get back to you. Maybe a band-aid. I know you've shared some more stuff with me. I just time. just had a double shot latte ready for more dumpage. All set. What are you doing? What time is it where you are? All set. Let's see. I hope you can get to sleep if it is late for you. Username again. Thank you for stopping by. Buck, LOL. Yep, you are correct. Thank you, ma'am. I did. Just getting ready to call it a night. What's going on, Buck? Thank you for being here and smashing up that like button. I do appreciate you, my friend. Sorry, southern accent came out just a little bit. I do appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right. All right, so I'm going to go over to here and I'm going to play this little 2-minute, 51-second video. And I want you guys to tell me what you think. All right. And play.
Why is it that we are all so stressed out about the cost of living, but also we all have 70-inch TVs and iPhones and drones and Xboxes and books and board games, all the things that we want? Are we financially irresponsible? No, there's something that's going on that I just put together last night. I don't really know what to do with this information, but it seems important, so I'm going to share it with you. My father-in-law was telling me in the 70s they bought their house for $40,000. So I started doing some math. Average cost of a TV in the 70s is $500. That gets you a 21-inch TV. Yippee. Average down payment for a house, $5,320. Do some quick math, a little over 10. 11 TVs buys you a down payment for a house. If you can't afford to live somewhere in the 70s and you buy a TV, you're being fiscally irresponsible because that's 10% of a down payment. Average cost of a TV today, 55-inch 4K TV is $500. It hasn't changed. Average down payment for a house, $102,600. Do some quick math. Hope we get this right. A little over 205, 206. 206 TVs is a down payment for a house. That's 10% versus 0.5%. This is why older generations look at the things that we buy and they say we're being fiscally irresponsible because they're operating from a worldview that they developed when they were coming up. This is why you get old financial advisors like Dave Ramsey that's like, don't buy the cup of coffee when the world has objectively changed and it doesn't fucking matter anymore, Dave. As the price of necessities goes up, the demand doesn't really change that much because we need those things. So as they have raised the prices for houses and food and healthcare, we have continued to pay those higher prices, and those have gone up faster than our wages, which we've talked about. But that means that we have a smaller pool of disposable income. So now companies that are producing things that we don't need, like TVs or furniture or books or even art or coffee, are having to find ways to drive their prices down, which means driving their costs down. And this is called commodification. How do we pump out as much as we can for as cheap as possible? This is why things feel shitty, while we also have a ton of things. This is why everyone buys their art from Target and TJ Maxx, and it just feels like there's no soul in it. This is why you can spend $1,000 on a dishwasher, and 2 years later, the racks are rusted and falling apart, which I wouldn't know anything about. LG. And I'm going to steal a term from another creator because I don't remember who said it, but it's bubblegum dystopia. And they're talking about a type of movie where people live in the future, but there's squalor, and there's food scarcity and economic uncertainty, but also they have holograms and sex robots and all of the media that you can consume to distract you from the world. And I told you I don't know what to do with this information. I just figured it out on my own. But it really feels like that's the direction that we're going in. I don't know.
So yeah, lost me. I need coffee. Wow. Bro needs a better outfit, LOL. I can't take him seriously. Well, he's autistic. God. People have art. I have bare walls. I feel poor. What's going on, Retro Mike Tech? How you doing, my friend? Yeah, essentially he's just breaking down the fact that, you know, all these other things like, your housing, your healthcare, and food have all gone up in prices. Wages have been have not kept up with the necessities. And we only have enough disposable income to buy all the little things. So, well, that's why things break down in 2 years. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed how everything just freaking breaks? I am in the pool business. I fix motors and pumps, replace them all the time. Pumps that used to last. Like, I remember a day when I was replacing 10, 15, sometimes 20-year-old pumps. Today, these pumps are probably lasting 3 to 5 years. For build quality, for material, sure, because it's cheaper and they can get it out. They can get more out. So people don't have to spend as much money because it's cheaper to make. So there you go. And like that guy in that video, I don't really know what to do with this information. I'm just letting you guys know so maybe you can figure it out. Right now, guys, Bitcoin is sitting at $107,795,000. Is it $107,794? I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Maybe I can go ahead and get rid of the green line, even though it is acting as a type of resistance. But that was the previous weekly close, highest weekly close. We just closed above that this past week, so that is it is moot. But you can see that we did sweep it, and have since moved to the downside. Now, flash bang, here we go. Back to this chart. Last night we were pontificating on whether or not this C wave was actually complete or not, and whether or not we were going into this ABC. And of course, as usual, it looks like we might actually be going into the ABC, and I might have been a little hasty. But at the same time, this could still reverse from here and push up. Although I don't find it very likely. Why? Tariff stuff. Tariff this, tariff that, tariff D's, you know what. And this is shaping up to be more like an ABC that is part of this A wave. Then we could get an ABC that is part of this B wave, and then another ABC to sweep the low, come into demand, and then start to build a base, and then launch when the Fed gives emergency rate cuts in July. Now, they probably won't give any shocking rate cuts, to be for real, but yeah. Come back to 104K. Let's go, BTC. Lower. I mean, yeah. Well, yeah, 104 seems about right. So wait, am I coloring by accidente? All right, so yeah. This could shape up to be an ABC that then gives us another ABC to the upside. Probably not taking out this high if I had to guess. But we shall see. So we can come down here to this order block right here for this A wave. Finish that up. The A wave might even sweep this B wave, but I think more likely to do something like this where it comes down, bounces off of this order block, or even at a point of control right here. Let's go ahead and extend that point of control, get it updated. Yeah, that point of control is sitting at about 105,500. Might want to front run that a little bit at 105.15 or something, 105.25, something like that. Or potential bounce, or you just wait for the bounce, like you should really do. But if you wanted to take a very low risk trade, you could just go from there and just take the low. If it ends up sweeping the low, fine, you lose 0.5%. But if you don't, you are able to catch a nice little wave to the upside and take some profit. So it's going to be, yeah, lots of waves. I'm the wave guy, apparently. Okay, so it is my calling, some would say. No one says that, but yep. So that could be completed. If you break out, fail to break out, or this is just one giant mouth. We're going to call this Alligator Alcatraz. Not really. But yeah. Things to look for. Bullish or bearish divergences. Let's go ahead and go back to the dark chart. So we can kind of not blind everybody. Which chart do you guys prefer? Do you when you're watching me, do you prefer the light chart or the dark chart? Which one do you guys prefer? Also, if there's BTC is your calling, yep. Also, if there's anything specifically that you guys would like me to go over when it comes to trading or charting, let me know. Light chart. I know Allset likes the light chart, but what about everybody else? No offense, Allset, but you might be the only one because people tend to like the dark chart. Don't worry, you guys. I don't have all night or anything. I mean, I have all night. Don't worry. What's going on, Melissa? One Love, the real OG in the chat, the real OG in the LBC. How's LTC? I don't know. How is it? Today or wait for TA Tuesday? Today is TA Tuesday. Chart looks fine. Okay, you guys, you're killing me. I didn't ask if the chart was fine or not. Dark because I'm a sensible human and mostly because I'm blind. You would think that you would need a brighter chart, RMT, if you are blind. Harp says darkness is darkness is. All right, so what did I say about this, guys? What did I say about this? Does anybody remember? I said, what's going to happen? What did I say was going to happen? Is it happening? Probably, maybe. What did I say was going to happen? I said it was going to give us a fake breakout. All the people would be thinking, all right, now here we go. It's holding up. Oh, okay, wait, it fell through. Okay, wait, all right, we're consolidating at the line. Okay, wait a minute. What if we just what if we connect more highs? Is that okay? Okay, now it's back above it. Okay. Okay, never mind that it already violated our trend line. It's still back above it, right? It's still back above it. You know, we got to make all the excuses to remain bullish at this point in time. To be fair, on the 4-hour, we are still above the dynamic reactor. But you lose that, you get the ABC to the upside, and then you ABC to the downside into the darkness. Unlimited power. Not like that, but like this. Coil up and bang! That's what we got. That's what I got. This is what my money's on. Literally. I thought BTC was going down, but it looks like it's bouncing. Seems indecisive. It is indecisive. Why? Because of tariffs. Tariff uncertainty, to be specific. There's the word. Grab it, pull it in, put it in the head. But to be specific, it is uncertainty. You know, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, that whole thing, FUD. You know, the market is uncertain. People don't know what to think about the tariff letters that Trump is sending out this week. I think he's supposed to do like a mass send out on Wednesday, and I think that's what the markets are kind of waiting for. And as long as we are uncertain, we are usually choppy and sideways, and a lot of the times also down. But so it's always like it's a roller coaster when things are really uncertain in the markets. Also, not a lot of news this week, so not really a lot of news, but not a lot of economic data no economic data this week. We have the FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday, which probably will be a big nothing burger. And that's about it for this week. Next week, we might have something next week, high impact only. Oh yeah, we've got inflation rate coming in next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. PP. We've got that's UK inflation rate. Nobody cares. We've got producer pricing index month over month on Wednesday. We've got retail sales month over month on Thursday. Then we have building permits and housing starts in Michigan, consumer sentiment on Friday. So a lot of stuff this week will be likely a build up for next, maybe the next 2 weeks, I would say. But yeah, there's likely a build up for the second half of July, when I think things really start to get moving as it becomes more and more evident through economic data. This is my speculation, okay? Not financial advice, but through the data that the market will start pricing in a rate cut in September. And when you price in a rate cut, you start going ahead and taking on a little more risk. You start going ahead and borrowing more, or maybe not borrowing, but putting in what money you do have, what cash reserves you have. Start putting that in the market, because you know you're about to be able to start borrowing at a lower rate. So the market starts pricing that in. Emotional damage. Yeah, people have said I'm emotional, but what do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know anything. They think they know me. They don't know me. Oh, man. Oh. I do want to send out some good vibes, positive vibes, thoughts, prayers, all that stuff for the good old state of Texas. And I think the death toll has officially climbed over 100. Someone can maybe double check me on that, but sad situation in Florida. Or I said Florida, in Texas. And you know, my heart goes out to all the people that have been affected by that. It's a tragedy, man, and it sucks. And they're expecting even more flooding from what I was reading earlier. So that doesn't help with like search and rescue, and could only lead to more destruction. So heart goes out to the people, the great state of Tejas, as I like to call it, Texas. And yeah, just keep them in your thoughts, and if you can, try to do what you can to donate or to help in some way. But yeah, just wanted to throw that in the middle of the stream to kind of bring the whole mood down, but had to say it. LBC, maybe your take on order blocks, example of a good one, and what you would like for as confirmation on them. Put me on the spot. Fine. Order blocks are dumb? No. So, order blocks, the good ones, are found at swing levels. An order block, typically, most of the time, there's different types of order blocks. Most of the time, it's going to be your last up candle in an up move on the last swing high. There's your order block. Or it's going to be your last down candle on a down move sweep. This looks like trapped longs in here. This might be a good short-term scalp long here. This is on the 15, but yeah, and you want to use the biggest bodied candle at the bottom. It's going to have most of your orders stacked inside of it. So you have order blocks, you have rejection blocks, which is going to be the long wicks on swing levels in particular. These are rejection blocks. Typically, you want to go to the 4 hour to find the rejection blocks. What was the exact question again? Example of a good one and what you would look for as confirmation on them. Honestly, don't use order blocks a whole lot. I'm more of a fair value gap guy myself. But I tend to just look for... You just think about it. What is the word? Order block. What does that mean? What does that entail? It entails a block of orders. Last down move, biggest body candle right here. Let's throw on a magnet. Let's do wick to wick. And let's see what this level has done. Anything? Oh, there you go. So we've come into this swing level as we've pushed down, broken a low, and then retraced, and now come back to the order block. And now we are getting a double bounce in here that has also created what? A bullish divergence on the Prime Oscillator Pro, plus on the 15-minute Check out Chart Prime, link in the description box down below. Get 45% off your first month. Get access to the Discord, which also gives you access to a bunch of help and trading classes and stuff like that. So if you are interested in that, in this powerful indicator suite, make sure you check it out. Link in the description down below. Thank you. 5 minutes. So what we want to see now in the 5 minutes, some change in some structure here, maybe even lower. 3 minute. You did have a little bit of a pop up here and then a push up here. I kind of want to see, I would rather see this this high broken here. This one could be, I don't really care for that one, to be frank. But here's another order block here. What do? We bounced off of it. Okay, last down candle and a move. You get a push up. That's the thing. You've got to make sure that there is displacement. So a strong push up that also breaks internal structure. So you want that for both your order blocks and your fair value gaps. You want, and this is specifically for reversal trading. So you want to. This isn't really enough of a pullback for me to really care, to be quite honest. But you can see we did get a clear bounce off of this 15-minute order block and then a pullback into this 1-minute order block and have gotten a bounce off of that and are sitting here. We have been absolutely flat. Look at this. Bitcoin is a stable coin. Absolutely flat. Sitting here on top of the 1-minute dynamic reactor, so not very significant. And we haven't broken above this high, so haven't put in a higher high yet. And getting a little bit of a push down right now. But this could consolidate. Now, typically when you consolidate at the highs like this, come down, pull up, pull back, come back to the highs, consolidate. Typically, you will get a push out of that because you're consolidating at the highs instead of just getting an immediate rejection. Again, 1-minute chart, but that is an example. How would you describe a change of structure? Depends on the change of structure. No. The most common change in structure is you're moving to the downside. Okay. You're creating these highs and these lows. Push, break a high, pull back, continuation. That continuation is your change in structure. Because now you have put in a high and a higher low, and you have broken that high, putting in a higher high. So you have broken structure. This is the most common reversal on the lower time frames and higher time frames. But yeah, good question, Kelly. Yeah, I gotta remember to I'm not good with stuff like that. It's not that I don't appreciate. I just kind of might just take the question and run with it. I don't like, if I interview someone and they like ask a question, I know you're supposed to be, if you're well trained, media trained, I guess you could say, you're supposed to say, "Oh, that's a good question. Thank you for asking." So, stuff like that. I'm oblivious to that. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I guess it's just not proper media training. It's not that I don't appreciate the questions, because they do help keep the flow of the show. So, and they do help me teach and explain things to where I can hopefully better better understand it myself and explain it even better the more I do it. Let me see if I can get you a good graphic that I know is good. Yeah. I like this one. Well, not that. Right click, paste. Here we go. Which order block is valid? Let me shrink this so I can see. All right, so which order block is valid? So we have, this points out the fact that the last candle took out this candle, okay? And then you got the push up, okay? The quick push up is key, all right? No takeout, invalid. So this last candle did not take out the previous candle's low, okay, before the reversal. What is happening here that makes this valid and this invalid? What is happening here, this is just pure market structure or price action. What is happening here, when you get that low taken out and then you get an immediate reversal like this, especially with a large engulfing candle like that, what is happening is people going short are getting trapped and then price runs away from them. So people are starting to sell. They see, you know, red candles, and then they start putting in big sell orders here, which is what pushes the price below here. But the fact that it starts pushing to the upside, that shows that sellers got trapped. And then what tends to happen when price comes back to those sellers? The orders close. What do they do to close the orders? What do sellers do to close the orders? They buy it back. So you get an influx of buys, which is why you get a bounce off of the order block. Same, but in reverse if you're bearish. So because you have trapped sellers here and price returns to them, they have to buy back their positions in order to exit their positions, because they see the writing on the wall that the market is likely to continue back to the upside. So they want to cancel those orders, buy back the shares or whatever, so they can either break even or just take a small loss. Especially if price went back to them, it comes back, or went against them, it comes back to them. And then you have the people that stay in it and they just get wrecked. Me too, took a late cat nap. I'm so sleepy tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. This one, valid if you get the order block and then you get that immediate push up. It also creates fair value gap. So now you have two, well, how would I call them so that people better understand? Two liquidity zones for price to react to. So essentially, this has become like a support, a pretty strong support, especially if you get the gap. I tend to like to play off of the gaps, put my stop just below the low, and say holla at your boy. Invalid order block, price moves away, but comes back down, dips into the order block, and then takes out that order block. Now, that invalidates the order block, but that doesn't mean we can't get a reversal in here off of the gap. Well, there is no gap. Ignore what I just said. Because in this example, there is no gap. Because price came back down into the order block and then pushed away. And this one might actually be a continuation. It's time to just FOMO in. You're not supposed to say don't FOMO, but I mean, you're not supposed to say FOMO into anything when you are a content creator, but I think there are certain times when you're supposed to FOMO it. Just kidding. Don't never FOMO into green candles. I can't tell you irresponsible things that I do. I mean, that most traders do if they like the momentum, but they just want to keep their community from jumping into stuff they shouldn't jump into, because it is not in good practice if you are just starting out in trading. But yes. So that is one way, or different ways to identify order blocks, and I do agree with all of this actually. So typically that last candle, up or down, just watch for the for this part right here. If this candle came down but didn't get taken out before you got a reversal, be careful that order block. If it's revisited, you might fall through it. And the same goes for this one. But that could also mean hop in, because we just dipped into liquidity and we going, baby. So two different ways to interpret that one. YOLO and FOMO is the way of life. Yeah. You know, the people that FOMO tend to make a lot more money than the people that do this stuff just strategically, tactically, consistently on a daily basis. Do you look at the order books? Not at all. I'm very much price action oriented. I'll try to add some confluences like a divergence, bullish or bearish, but I'm mostly play off of time and price. Time and price. The time being the sessions, price being the highs and the lows. So like this one right here. So this is the previous day low. Prior to that, so what we did today is we came in and we swept all the weekend lows and we pushed to the upside. And then we've come back down to, and we've already swept the previous daily low. In the Asia session, I don't know how relevant that is. There's some equal highs up here above us. Previous day high, so potential that we do get a reversal here, especially since we do have the bullish divergence and the potential shift in market structure, even though it's not the cleanest market structure. But I mean, if it can, I really just don't like this structure. But we swept this consolidation range, and we do have some equal highs just above us. But I'd like to see us come down, sweep these lows, these relatively equal lows, and then reverse, because that would give us that ABC. That would complete this ABC, and then we'd get the ABC to come up, sweep the highs, and then we could come down. We got the previous weekly low down here, previous month midpoint down here as well. So we got the ABC, ABC, and then ABC. Come down to that 104,500 level. We do have that previous month midpoint right there, and the previous week low down here. So I would kind of expect, this is kind of what I'm looking for. I would like to see this low get swept, and then see the ABC to the upside to potentially either sweep this high or get it rejected again. Either way, I think we get rejected at that level, and then we continue to the downside to take out these lows. Except it wouldn't be that. It would be this low, which we do have the previous month midpoint right here, and also high time frame imbalances in here that may need to get resolved. Super chart, no. Legend. We've been looking at the legend. What do you think of the Asia range tonight? I don't know. Give me a second and I'll tell you. Time, price, volume. You can use volume too. Not the liquidity heat map. I want this one. Oh, try it now. Nice. We TA the sheesh out of BTC. Yeah, we do. I mean, it's all I do. I mean, it's really the only one that I'll look at for short-term price action. Until oh, I'm back. Okay. Sorry, I don't know. Sometimes the not muted, by the way. Sometimes my mixer likes to glitch out and just shut me down. But yeah. So as I was saying, I was considering maybe this is a running flat because we do have these orders here. This big spike here at 106.67 and this lower end here at 105.552. Now a running flat is going to be this. I really do not like how y'all do your stuff, Coin Glass. My gosh, this chart sucks. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. So a running flat. Get off of here. Four hour. All right. Nope. Yeah, I don't think that's running flat, unfortunately. We can take a look. So on the 4 hour, look at this. Does this look like a good order block? Does this look like a good order block to you? Not to me. This one does. This one looks like a decent order block here. Right here. You can see price held that over the weekend. We popped up today and then we've come back to it and we've been spiking into it. So there's clearly some orders stacked up in here. So the question is, can it break back to the upside from here, or is it going to fall through? Is it just, are the sellers eating through the buy wall? Because that's essentially what this is a buy wall. Yeah. Nothing really bullish. I mean, at the very least, I think we get a crab market or we just go sideways. Our chart shows it's a breaker block. Which one? This can't be a breaker until it's broken. Then it becomes a breaker block. So, hence the word breaker. But if it breaks through, of course, if it breaks through on a breaker block, then you look for a pullback to the breaker block and then a continuation to the downside, which would actually make a lot of sense. We do have a nice 8 hour. Is there a 12 hour? Yep. 12 hour. What about a daily? Well, not a 3-day. Yeah, we do have a daily 103 to 103,900. Okay, I'll check that in a second. On what time frame? $103. No. No. Is it talking about this high here? Oh, that could be. That actually could be. Could come down to that. Yeah. I got fibs on it. $618, right at the bottom of the breaker. I'm usually 6 and 9 minute. Bruh. What do I make with my rotisserie chicken? Chicken salad. I make chicken salad. Or just, sandwich. There have been times when I bought a rotisserie chicken and I just freaking just picked at it and went, good call, Drew. Alexander forgot to remind me to hit the like. Sorry, I'm late, but like is smashed. Thank you, Drew, for smashing up the like button. We have reached the top of the hour. Man, that flew by. So yeah, looking for potential bounce here at 382, 105, 866. with the bounce up, maybe potentially taking out these equal highs up here. Although I would be careful that we come up short of that and we save it for later. Maybe even create more equal highs up here, or we ultimately move to more downside. Oh, I just remembered. Next week, yours truly, will be going to the beach starting Wednesday. I do not know, nor do I think I will be able to make the show. So I might be out next Wednesday and Thursday, and then the following Sunday, and yeah, I should be able to do the Monday night stream, the TA Tuesday stream for next week, or for the following week. So I should have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights next week. We're gonna get up really early Wednesday to start driving. So Tuesday night might not be good. I don't know. I'm going to see what I can do to get stuff out to you guys. Also, I think I think I need someone in a community to help push me or remind me to do things. And the best way that you can do that is to say, hey, this news just happened. What are your thoughts on it? Can you create a short video of it and post it on your YouTube? For me, that's like, okay, I've got a friend, a community member, that wants to hear my take on this thing. I've got takes on lots of things, but no one ever asks me my take. And I don't ever just think about just posting, even though I know I should be posting. I don't just like, sometimes I don't know what to say or what to talk about, even though I have plenty of things going on in my head all day. But I don't know. Any kind of nudges, I'm just that, I don't know. That's just the type of person that I am. But it kind of helps. It's almost like I gotta feel the letdown of not doing it in order to do it. It's got to feel like an obligation or something. And it's just, I think it's just how my brain works. Because I'll know I need to do it, but I don't know what to do or what to talk about or what. I've got plenty of opinions on things. But we're always wondering what's LBC's take on Bitcoin's move today. What beach are you going to? I think I'm gonna tell everybody. I gave you the dates. Okay, I can't tell you where I'm gonna be. Kind of I'm gonna be with my whole family, so let's just say it's in Florida. And the name of the beach is the same as the country where the tinfoil hat guy on this network lives. So that's the name of the beach in Florida. Now you can figure it out. but it's not Lunar Beach, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. Don't forget to check out Blowfin, NordVPN, all that good stuff. Yeah, just lie and say a diff beach. I can't just make things up, Kelly. It's not in my nature to be able to just lie. Need LBC surfing videos? I don't think you can surf in the Gulf. Surf? I don't think I can surf in the Gulf. It's probably safe to say it's not a nude one then. Yeah, because the family would be there. Yeah, probably safe to say that. I don't know that I would ever want to go to one of those anyway, because if you've seen them, I don't think they're all they're cracked up to be. Let's just say things hang a little loose. Anyways, guys, you're all amazing. I do appreciate all of you. Florida was enough. I was curious too. That's a drive. Florida has awesome beaches. Yeah, it's like an 8.5-hour drive. So our little convoy. We'll be heading there starting next Wednesday. I need to put out like a mass post in the Piper Academy Discord. I'm gonna try to do what I can while I'm out of town. I wonder, will I be in an Eastern time zone? They're in Central too. I kind of really want to trade the morning session. I really want to trade the morning session while I'm on vacation, because I rarely get a chance to do that uninterrupted because I'm usually at work. I've got to figure something out for the Asia session. It's just the Asia session. It's just I don't really care for it. Although I mean I'm looking at it now and I can see that there's clear moves everywhere, but it's just Asia's just such a hot mess. But I'm gonna figure something out for all of us because we got to start trading during this show. Am I right? Now, an hour-long show, kind of hard to get trades in, especially during a low volatile Asia session. Low volatility Asia session. But yeah. Thank you for your time and TA LBC. I appreciate you guys saying that. Thank you, LBC. Have a good night and start bring one of those pop-up canopy things and stay out of the sun. I don't have one. If you want to send me one, you can. My cousin / coworker got himself one, and I'll have to ask him tomorrow morning how that went today because he set an equipment pad which requires several hours of plumbing, and it was a hot one today. But luckily we had a lot of overcast for most of the day, so it wasn't too terrible. The mugginess is real. It is the South. So the mugginess is real. Not to be confused with Israel. They have a whole different kind of heat there. I'm getting delirious. I love you guys. Seems like Asia doesn't make its move until the end a lot. Yeah, it typically doesn't make its move until the end of my show. Of course. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. We're 10 minutes over. I gotta go. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. I thank you all so very much for showing up and showing out as always. And let's just have a wonderful Tuesday. Don't forget, tomorrow we do have the Good Morning Crypto with BC Port Corp, the morning market report with Army Piper, and hopefully the OC guy will be back. And then we will have trading with OC, I think. And then after that, we'll have Billy Goat Tales. Hashtag Givers Gain. Don't forget to join Billy Goat Tales tomorrow night at Alexander G. What time is that's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over there on X. Are they doing the Tuesday stuff on YouTube too? They might be. I'm not sure. But it's definitely over on X and the Spaces. So go check them out. Billy Goat Tales at Billy Goat Tales, TALES on the X app. And don't forget to follow them, subscribe to them here on YouTube as well. Shout out to the Billy Goat Tales team. Good vibes only with those guys. Good vibes always, because that is what we like to spread around here. It's just good vibes. But outside of that, guys, that's all I got. So we are going to play the alumni song on the way out. And yeah, I do appreciate you all for being here. And I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Mad love. Peace out. Bye.
Trade dreams out the cocoa fate, staring at the charts while the world gets late. 808s hit like a comet through the dark. Every fib line's like a glow in the park. Alice G, mod queen divine.
All right, Drew, I just have to say thank you for sending the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate that. And yeah, mad love to you, Drew. Thank you. Good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes only. You guys are awesome. Mad love. Oh, change to 8 p.m. Eastern time for Billy Goat Tales tomorrow night. And it's only on X. So check that out. Mad love, guys. Peace out.
Trade dreams out the cocoa fate, staring at the charts while the world gets late. 808s hit like a comet through the dark. Every fib line's like a glow in the park. Alice G, mod queen divine. She called the shit before it even hits the line. Army Piper speaking signals through the stream, making places like a prophecy dream. Port Corp lighting up the AM flame. Crypto sun rises in his name. OC guy with the line so big. Spaghetti charts cooked with 100% intent. We in the madhouse, stars in our sight, trading constellations every single night. From the bottom we rose, now we chart like gods. Celestial moves with the squad at odds. In a waves boom, while the trend line bends. We don't chase bucks, we transcend. It's cosmic entries, divine exits. Markets after dark where the truth gets lit. Jay on the shadow, slipping through the zone. Ninja on the block, never moving alone. Buck digging deep in the digital minds. Loose cannon with precision, yeah, he read them signs. Frank the tank, bringing vibes and heat. Talk slick, but his charts don't miss a beat. Jesus saves 7, praying with the light. Faith in the levels, trust in the fight. Melissa hold the legacy down. LBC, so she wear that crown. All set, beaming high vibe rays, while heart throw horns through the gamma waves. We in the madhouse, stars in our sight, trading constellations every single night. From the bottom we rose, now we chart like gods. Celestial moves with the squad at odds. Italy's boom. truth gets lit. So if you hear that tone in the void at night, that's not an echo. That's us. Still here. Still